Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest stories. We start with this report claiming that Man City continue to put strong interest in Frenkie De Jong as Barcelona still remain interested in their own midfielder Bernardo Silva. Will a swap deal be possible? We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Secondly, talking about Arnau Tenas, the third choice goalkeeper, as Barca still hopeful of resigning the 22-year-old academy product on a new contract before the travel to the US. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the full story, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Of course, recently, transfer rumors have exclusively claimed that Premier League side Manchester City are seriously considering potential swap between Barcelona involving Frenkie De Jong and Bernardo Silva. The aforementioned outlet claims that Man City want to take advantage of Barca's pursuit of Silva, whom they value currently at 80 million, by demanding Frenkie De Jong in return. Man City understands that Barca are actively looking to bolster the squad for the next season, and for that, they need to considerably slash their wage bill. They are aware of the fact that Frankie occupies large space on the club's payroll, and they intend to play around with this particular fact. Now, it is no secret that FC Barcelona have identified Bernardo Silva as someone who could revitalize that team, but Man City's midfield will have a huge gap to fill if the Portuguese does decide to leave the Etihad this summer. This is another reason why City are planning to propose swap deal, but it will be interesting to see how Barca respond to that, as Frankie de Jong is a vital member of Xavi's blueprints for the next season. Apart from that, there are several other factors that will be considered, such as the team's financial situation, the players' preferences, the adherence to fair play issues, of course, the fair play rules, to name a few. Once everything is figured out, only then could the move materialize. As for Bernardo Silva, we have reported before that the player is more than willing to come to Barca, but he is only waiting for the Catalans to come up with an offer. Interestingly enough, a few Barca delegates recently met with his agent, George Mendes, in order to discuss the market movements. And, it is believed that Bernardo Silva's name was discussed in that meeting. As of today, only Barca's interest was evident, but City's desire to get Frankie in return might change the entire face of the deal, given that Frankie de Jong is considered untouchable by Barcelona. Of course, Frankie de Jong is an untouchable, and I definitely think that it should make no sense, by the way, if Man City come to terms with Barca for a swap. I think Frankie de Jong is a quality player, and as a Barca fan, I don't think there's a need for us to do any swap. Because at the end of the day, it's like City now taking advantage of the fact that we are interested in Bernardo Silva and they want our own quality player as well. Of course, this is not the first time we've been talking about a potential swap between Frankie de Jong and Bernardo. This started since last summer, but it is something that Barca have not adhered to, which I think rightly so. They should never go into such an idea because it would be something that Barca fans will be so disappointed. And I think that will not be the case. Xavi have already said it already that Frankie de Jong will be part of his plans. And of course, Frankie de Jong remains an untouchable in the team. Of course, I don't know why we are still fighting for Bernardo Silva when we already have Ilkay Gundogan. We have somebody creative. We have the likes of Pedri. So why should the club make it as if we don't have a creative midfielder? Of course, if they are signing Bernardo Silva, it's just because they want good quality in the team. They want squad depth, which is brilliant, that Javi can easily rotate his team. But looking at the financial situation that we are currently suffering now, there is no need doing extravagant or doing some certain things that are not even necessary. Because right now, what Barca needs is to go for things that are necessary at the moment and to save the club from future mess, financial mess to be specific. And I definitely think that Bernardo Silva is currently out of reach because they are talking about 80 million. Where will Barca pick 80 million and give? Players for 20 million, Barca are still crying that they are too expensive. So is it 80 million that they will pay? I think that is just now looking like something that is quite impossible. Then moving on to the final story of discussion. Things appear to be moving for Barca in the market as they are close to signing Oriol Romeo on loan, while Pablo Torre expected to leave on loan for Girona. The club continued to push for the signing of a new right back and another new midfielder, potentially Silva, for Man City. All at the same time are matters close to home that needs to be taken care of. For starters, Barca wish to seal the contract renewals of Lamine Yamal, Alejandro Balde, before flying to the States for pre-season. Beyond that, another pressing issue for Barca is the future of Arnau Tenas. The 22-year-old La Masia product is a free agent right now after his contract with the club expired on June 13. And as per Javi Miguel of AS, the La Liga champions hope to resign the goalkeeper on a new contract at the earliest possible, as they want him to be on the US tour. Tenas is widely regarded as one of the best young goalkeepers in Spain, which was very much evident during the recently ended UEFA Under 21 Championships in Europe. Barca rate the goalkeeper highly and they want him to continue at the club for a long time. However, Barca did not activate the two-year extension option in his previous contract as they felt that his new wages would not fit into the club's scheme of things. As such, having allowed it to run down his previous contract, Barca plan to offer a new deal to Tenas in the coming days and hope that he resigns with his boyhood club. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.